What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I have a quick video for you guys today, but an important one. So, needless to say, Palworld has become a very massive game, seemingly overnight. They've sold over 8 million copies in less than 6 days. This game has sold tons and tons of copies. So, with that being said, the developer confirmed that we are just getting started. And with that, they've released a roadmap. Now, this roadmap has some very interesting stuff on it, things that I think we're going to be really excited to see. So one, they're taking the appropriate approach here, and right now they're fixing all of the bugs that have been identified, all of the issues. They're prioritizing on fixing those first. Now, we've seen a lot of early access titles go down the opposite direction, where they kind of just put a band-aid on those cracks in the foundation and they continue to build content on top of it. Now, the problem with that is down the line, those band-aids will inevitably break and it'll lead to kind of your house just crumbling on top of you. So they're making sure the foundation is solid before they start building the house on top of it. So critical issues, those are being addressed. So let's talk about the next thing here. So the next tile has improvements to implement ASAP. They have two things here: key configuration improvements and improvements to base PAL AI and pathing. Those are the two big things from my review. Things like auto run, holding down F. Hopefully they touch on those things, because just click to craft would be nice. I get it, your pals can do the majority of it, but if you do want to get your hands dirty, just being able just to click and go, I think, is going to be a better thing. So hopefully that's what they're going to touch on, in addition to some other things. And then the base PAL AI and pathing, I really want to see some improvements here. I would like to see a UI window that allows you to assign PALs to certain structures instead of having to pick up the PAL and throw them. Because while that is like fun and it has a certain charm to it and it's unique, you can miss, and then it's kind of frustrating. You're trying to assign something to like a ranch, or you're trying to assign something to copper ore or whatever. It's not always reliable. So being able just to assign to things, I think, would be really good, but we'll see what they bring to the table with that. Now let's talk about the bulk of what's coming in the future. Now, these do not have dates tied to them, so please keep that in mind. We don't know if this is going to be 6 months, 2 weeks, a year. It could be any of those, but they are planning on bringing quite a few things to the table, which I really, really like. So one, they're bringing PvP. This is going to be very interesting. I'm curious how this will work, especially with like pals and all that fun stuff. So chaos will ensue, I'm sure of it. So we'll see there. Raid bosses, this is going to be really cool, because it's going to be interesting. Are they going to be like world raid bosses, just kind of out and about, where you can just show up with, you know, multiple other pals? Or are they going to sort of be like the tower bosses, where you need to queue up and kind of go into the tower to then take on the boss? I don't know. Curious. PAL Arena is going to be fantastic. This reminds me of Pokemon Stadium back in the day, so very excited for this. Bring a party, just let them duke it out and see what happens. Steam and Xbox crossplay, I think, is going to be really good. Just, again, kind of building that community and bringing them together. Not really much else to say there. They're planning on implementing various Xbox feature improvements, and then server transfers and migrations, improvements to the building system. The building system is quite good just by itself, so I'm curious to see what they're going to bring to the table there. But then, obviously, the promise that we see on every roadmap is we have new islands, new pals, new bosses, new technologies. Essentially, we're continuing to build the game out. So I'm really glad they put this out there, because one, it kind of gives us a focal point of what are they planning on doing. They've sold tons of copies. They've made a lot of cash. How are they going to spend that cash to then build up this game that they really have kind of caught lightning in a bottle with? So right now, this is what we're looking at. But let me know in the comment section below, what do you guys think? Which is the one you're really kind of looking forward to? For me, it's raid bosses, and then again, just the new islands, pals, bosses, technologies. New content is always great, but those raids I'm really excited for in particular. So thank you all so much for watching, and thank you guys so much for watching my Palworld content. As always, this has been Vulkan, and I'll talk to you guys next time.